we've really missed you all, and we hope you can see us okay at the moment. We've had a few technical problems before going live here, and if any of you saw any of the build-up beforehand, we're sorry about that too, because the internet signal here where we are in Perth isn't very good. But anyway, we're trying to get around it the best way we can. We hope you guys are all well, and we are really thankful, and we appreciate all the people that's been in touch just to see if we've been okay and wondering how we are. We're very sorry for any messages or emails we've not replied to. There is every single day it's been taken up, phone and house insurance and everything else to do with the house. So
got an awful lot on at the moment, and it's very, very difficult, I suppose, for us to keep fans and friends updated with what's going on with us, because really we don't even get updated every day on what's going on with us. So it's really we appreciate all the concern and all the lovely messages we've had for everybody. It's been really nice that so many people care about this. That's the thing. It really has been something we weren't expecting, I suppose. All of this to kind of happen, and for it to have such a big impact on us, and it's been crazy, totally crazy. There's been all sorts going on, and so we've just decided to rejig everything. Since we are now not in a hotel anymore, which is amazing. We are in a beautiful place called Cliffview, and it's perfect. If you're ever looking for somewhere that's just on the outskirts of Perth, it's just right off the motorway, and it's brilliant. Really nice.
3-bedroom detached cottage, and we've got the space here to do the show, which is fantastic, and we've not really had that for the last 5 weeks anyway, since we were in the apartment in Dundee. That we did our last concert, but
well, we were in the apartment in Dundee, and then we moved from there to Cooper, and we were in a bottom floor flat, and there was a family above that had young bairns, so we didn't want to annoy them with the noise was doing shows. And then from there we moved into a hotel, and we've been in the hotel for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
Which is just nuts. We ran out of pants and socks. The hotel was going to charge £56 for a week's worth of pants and socks each for both of us. For cleaning them.
You would think they were gold plated.
So needless to say, it was cheaper for us to buy it, which we hate to do, and then we've moved here and there's a washing machine, so we are now up to date with our washing, which is great.
It's been we've never actually looked forward to doing some washing, and it's
no, we were really excited to get the washing machine on when we got here.
So you'll all notice there's a new way to put in requests. Jim will explain about that in a minute. We thought we would update things because just to keep you updated, we haven't got any of the lists that we had when we were at the house. We had a few things written down from when we were in Shetland, but other than that, we don't have access to printers or music or anything. So we thought we would change things and get you to put in requests that you want, maybe 3 choices of requests that you want to hear.
The first option is obviously your favourite choice, second option would be your next favourite, and then third option is actually you get a multiple choice where you can pick any reel, any jig, different types of tunes. And then if we for any reason don't know the first 2 or don't have the music for it and can't think of it off the top of our head, we can still put in your request. There is a box at the bottom of the form. Once you've been through the payment process, go in, fill the form out, and at the very bottom you can put any special messages about anniversaries, birthdays. We can't guarantee that we'll read out the entire message, because if we have an awful lot to fit in, we will make sure we get everybody's requests put in that way, so that it's guaranteed. Because what we happened before was we got to about 380 requests.
I know.
That was sitting on a sheet of paper that we weren't even gotten round to yet. So it means that we don't have to try and figure out how to prioritise things. We don't have to try and mind what anything is. We just go every week. If everybody gets their requests in by the Friday, they'll be included in the following week's concert. And then that way it means that you get your requests. It's not to say that we're not going to do requests on the night, but we will prioritise the ones that have paid for the requests to be played, so that way we've got a sheet in front of us that we can work off, and we put up a programme, we can work on that through the week, get our programme set, and it just means it's a pretty bit more fluid. It'll be pretty bit more continuity.
Yeah, we're not saving up requests for each night. So
No,
after
we're
each
not
night is
carrying
finished,
anything on, that's it.
after each night's finished, that night is finished, and we start fresh the next night we're on.
Yes,
So
it'll save hours and hours of us having, because we hate to keep going back through old videos, because somebody else would maybe comment on an older video, say that they would like to hear X, Y or Z. It also means that if there's, say, Time Folk that requests one particular tune, then all that Time Folk gets their request read out and we play the tune, and that's it.
exactly.
It should just kind of condense what we were already doing into a slightly easier way. So it is only a minimum of £1. We thought it might be a pretty bit easier for everybody if we just made it £1. It doesn't. It's a kind of nominal fee. The website won't let us necessarily charge nothing, so we thought we'll put it down for £1, and then that way it's not going to, hopefully not going to break the bank for anybody that does want to put in their requests. You can of course pay more than that if you really want to, but it's not necessary.
You can do that. And thank you to anybody who has already.
Yes.
We're going to do a request first of all for Robert Barclay. Robert got in touch through the request form, and he would like us to play Strip the Willow. We'll maybe start with that tonight. Now, just to give you an update on my arm, I've had an injection there 2 weeks ago, and with an ultrasound scan, and I've definitely got a severe case of tennis elbow, and there's 2 tears in my tendon. So they did this directional injection, and it's getting better, which is great. It's great news, but I'm not meant to be playing for 3 weeks. So tonight I'm going to play the keyboard with the right hand as much as I can, but keeping me down to that's going to be hard.
I know.
So we'll see how it goes. Playing jigs and reels on the piano for me is nothing that I've mastered by any means, but we'll give it a shot.
Your strap
Yeah.
on the back of your body, so it doesn't fall off you, so you should not play that.
So we've got lots of messages coming in, which is great. Great to see so many folk back, and we're just delighted that you've waited on us. There's been so much feedback over the last 5 weeks and longer. Is that actually going to?
No.
It's not. Are you joking?
No, it's just not been. You've never ever had this open since you got it, so it's not on your set. It's set for a skinny guy.
It's not on an extra large.
No, it's set for a pretty guy.
Well, my name's small. Maybe they thought, oh my goodness, I got
You want me to leave it?
Well, I think we'll just go with it.
It can go less.
Well, elastic straps would be better for me, you know.
Bungee cord.
But yeah, lots of people have been in touch over the last 5 weeks, and we're just really delighted that so many people have waited on us coming back.
There's a piece of sticky tip on here. I can't get it off.
My goodness.
Wait, that's
You'd think we'd have all this sorted out, but we were in a bit of panic tonight getting organised. So.
I know. I got warmer, so it got to the point where I was getting a pretty bit flustered.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's alright, they'll know you've got stuff in there.
No, I'm not. You're full of nonsense already. The net has only begun.
Right, so we're going to do a Strip the Willow. We'll start with Wee Todd. It's a great tune. I'm not sure who wrote it. And then we'll go into the Banks of the Allen. Then Maureen's Jig by Fergie MacDonald. And then maybe we'll see Athol Highlanders or something after that.
Oh, wow.
And Alan, please.
Get lost, you.
Okay, here we go. Let's get 1, 2, 3.
Thank
would say, for the first one. Stuck the bill, and it was Wee Todd, The Banks of Darwin, and Maureen's Jig, and finishing my Athol Highlanders. That was for Robert Barclay. This piano's sounding weird.
It's because it's like not very noisy.
It's all I can hear is a fiddle.
That's okay.
Yeah.
And you want me to take the bass, doing a pretty bit on the piano, because that is probably my kind of voice to have to play a pretty bit louder.
Oh, yeah, you can
Not on the piano, on the bass, on your accordion.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. When you play it on its own, it doesn't sound very loud, but when you play it the whole time with everything else,
Then sound of the recording's going as well at the same time.
that's what it is.
Yeah. I can stop that. I can do that.
No, don't do that. That would feel weird.
It's less work for me to do, you know. So. Anyway, Vanny was asking here how my shoulder is. My shoulder's fine, but my arm's a wee bit sore.
Yeah.
But
Your shoulder's never been a problem. Well, no, you did have sore shoulder
well,
because of your hair.
it was giving my shoulder jip as well, but the arm is getting better. But I just need to rest it a bit more. So that's why I'm playing the keyboard tonight.
I wish I'd put water in here, maybe. I forgot to be water.
Well,
It's alright, I'm stuck now.
yeah, open the window and it's going to be raining.
No, it's not raining anymore. It was raining earlier. We had clays on the whirligig out the back. I don't know what you can't everything said, but it's a whirligig.
And a bit gig, that's what they are.
Is it what it's called?
I think so, yeah.
I don't think it is. I don't know what what's the right name? If anybody kens the right name of your clay slides that's like it's on a pole and it spins round, I would call it a whirligig. I have no idea what the real name of it is.
It's a bit gig.
It's a 4-sided one as well. It's not just 3 sides, it's got 4 sides, which means you can get even more clays on it. It's great.
So it's a quad gig.
A quad whirligig. You're full of nonsense.
Oh dear.
Oh my gosh.
So we're going to go on a wee tune for Barbara Cruden, who very kindly got in touch this week, and she asked if we could do the Furrow's End for her. So I might get away with playing the accordion for that one.
Yes.
If I don't get a row for you.
Twyla says, wow, that's pretty good, Alan, playing 2 instruments at once.
Well, I could get a movie and do that at the same time, you know.
James Seaton says, of course men can multitask. You show them, Alan.
So, with a nice visit today from Michael Mulford and his wife Sandy. It was lovely to see them and to get some friends around. So Michael, I think, is watching tonight. He was meaning to anyway, and it was lovely to have you guys up today. So it cheered us up no end. We had a good laugh. So, whirligig. See? Showing us now.
There we go, everybody says whirligig.
That's worldwide.
Excellent, that's so good. I thought I was just made that up. I'm so glad that I didn't.
Somebody else, Twyla says thingamajig.
Thingamajig. Yeah, I've seen him.
Or thingamagig.
Thingamajig.
Very good. Good stuff. Right, here's the Furrow's End, and then I might go on to someone else after that. We'll see.
This will be like one of your only ones on playing the accordion tonight,
Is it?
won't it?
Right, okay. I'm getting the bow and
Yeah.
you told me I could play waltzes.
I did tell you could play waltzes, I didn't mean straight away.
Alright. Okay.
But
Oh, play bases for 12 bars now.
Is that right? You go for it. It's fine. Do you want to hear him?
end for Barbara Putin, and we followed that on with a shocking farewell, I think it's called. Not a shocking farewell, a shocking farewell, which is a lovely waltz. That was so good to play the accordion there. That scene, honestly, that is.
It was a month since you played it last.
Talk about withdrawal symptoms. That's.
I have since when we were in the hotel room. I was pretty bit cheeky, and I got my fiddle out, and I was playing my fiddle in the hotel room very quietly. But I didn't video it, so nobody has any.
Sorry.
No, you know your mic.
I can't do it this hand because.
No.
So.
But yeah, I was playing the fiddle in the hotel room. I have a computer program that I very, very kindly got sent over for Don Gaynor, and I am totally in love with this program. It's kind of band in a box, and it is so much fun to work with. So I've been sitting working nonsense with that. All of the stuff that's normally going running about at 100 miles an hour in my head now has a place to go. So I have been kind of collecting a pretty bank of stuff for my songs, and maybe we'll put it on for you at some point,
Yeah.
but it's not quite ready set up on the computer for me to be able to play it.
See, she's making her get rid of me. This is all for. She's going to be getting a band in the box for her backing, and Alan can get to you.
No, not at all.
It's all preparation to get rid of her.
Anyone, since you're in accordion mode, not that I wanted to put pressure on your earring, but you want to do a pretty song. Not you don't get to sing. That means everybody would go home.
Yeah, we'd
Actually,
have much less on if we were
no, I think a lot of folk would like to hear Alan sing. And eventually I will get him to sing. He was singing with me in the hotel room when I was doing some of the tunes that I was putting into Band in a Box. Then there was a few that he was singing along with.
What's the numbers here? Is that 124 on YouTube, or is it 42? Or is it?
No, it's sitting at 42 at the
I see.
at the time, but
Okay.
it's at 303 on Facebook.
Wow. Excellent. So.
Because I have to refresh my screen for a brief moment. I had to keep reaching out to get. I didn't have any tables. Normally I have a kind of hush of tables here, so I didn't have to stretch too far. But I don't have that
You
here.
still being so lazy.
Not too lazy. I just need to get longer hair, that's all.
Hang off a door for a day or
I have no done myself into a time. Well, it was a pretty birdie tells me. Actually, nobody told me. I saw it on Facebook, and I did get told as well actually. But it was Megan Crawford's birthday yesterday, so there's a pretty request came in for us to do Roly Poly, since it's Megan's absolute favourite. So I hope Diane, Ian, and Megan are all watching, and then you'll maybe be able to sing along. He's up and down. nothing. It was just when we were playing tunes that had to be the back.
Gee, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's good. Megan's managed to hear it. Diane says, birthday Gemma, thank you so much, Megan. It's hyper. Well, I hope she's had a super day. Right, what are we heading? I'll need to get this page open. I need both hands. You could tell them a pretty story.
What
I don't know, but whatever you want. I'll just stick your mic up.
Oh, by the way, what was that? You?
Yeah, it was me.
Thought it was a boat coming in.
It was the not boat.
Yeah, the Fairmont Hotel, by the way, is beautiful. It's lovely to stay in for a week, but not for 3 weeks or longer, because you're confined to a room that's it gets a wee bit monotonous, let's say. So, and the food in the hotel was beautiful, but very, very expensive. It was £12.50 for a sandwich, so there you go. And so we ordered children's portions, just so that we could get things cheaper. But anyway, here's somebody saying it's my friend Ricky Watt's 40th birthday on Saturday. Will you be able to wish her a happy birthday? Thank you.
That was a request we got in for Marie Tillery's Yelp, so I was just getting that up on my screen before I forgot about it, because she messaged in about that in plenty of time to get a request in the night. So and of course my phone is up here through tapping the video for this, so I don't have the forum for what tunes it is, but I'm fairly certain.
So Quickstep is one of them.
Yes.
Or a jig or a reel. Any
Yeah,
jig or any reel. So.
And basically anything upbeat. So.
I've just done a Quickstep, so.
Well, how would we do?
The reel. We've done set jigs. So.
Yeah. We wanted to play the piano.
Yes.
Imagine your air so I
play quietly.
No, you don't have to play quietly. You can turn it back on new. It was just when I was singing. Let's have a look. Turn them up. No, that's not up.
There you go. That is up there, so.
Okay.
I'll do the job.
You just wanted everybody to see me get on to you.
Oh, with the rubbish. That's no
You just want me to get done.
you wouldn't want that. But she'd have Gemma getting on to this insurance. I wouldn't like to be on the other end of the phone.
No, well, I did. It's kind of infuriating having to phone them every day to try and get an update when they're saying one thing and then you do the other. So it's a frustrating situation. We're actually less bothered about the house and the fact that all our belongings is smoke damaged. We're less bothered by that than all the stuff we're having to go through. All the staff that we've spoken to at this company that's being put onto the case by the house insurance, because they're just about as much use as a chocolate fire gale half the time. So, and I've told them so, and it's made me very ill over the last couple of weeks, because we've been cooped up in the hotel, and it's just it's not been very good, but we're totally relaxed here now that we're in South Kettering. We do have somewhere to go, which is exciting for the longer term, but there's again we're waiting on the underwriters coming back to allow that to go forward, and then we can get moved into somewhere and we can do more than the odd concert once we get there. So at the moment, everything else. I suppose we feel really bad because we had said to all the folk, when we were in Dundee still, we'd said we were going to get everything for the subscriber content, and that's not happened. And thankfully all our subscribers are very understanding, I suppose. We're gotten to the point where we're planning to put stuff together, and it will get done through this week, because I am working on it behind the scenes. I just wanted to be able to do something for everybody. But we're doing one concert this weekend. We'll not be doing a concert tomorrow or Sunday. It'll be next Friday before you see us back again. So you'll have to get to your fill tonight, and then you can listen to our reruns.
We're breaking in gently, you see.
No, we're breaking you in gently since your hair has been damaged.
We're both getting breaking gently.
Oh, there's Duncan Fleming in as well.
Yeah.
Right,
you
well,
can play
let
the
us do.
videos and tell them what they're playing.
Yeah. Well, let's do some Shetland reels then.
Okay. Just all fun.
can you? D for donkey. What? There you go. That was a pretty request for Marie Towries for Ricky Watt's 40th birthday.
Yeah, that was, what was the tunes there?
That first one was Kind of Grosser, which was written by Tom Anderson, and then into Spud the Scary, which was Ian Burns, wasn't it? And then into
Cape Breton.
Cape Breton Fiddler's Welcome to Shetland by Wally Hunter.
Great tunes.
Whew, that's so warm in here.
I know.
I should really have opened the window, but then the room would have, well, because we had the curtains up, and then the flies would have probably started coming in, and then I'd have started getting the heebie-jeebies. So.
Getting the what?
The heebie-jeebies.
That's some kind of disease.
No, you came up my one, you see. Like the young bug we saw earlier outside, what the heck was that thing?
I know.
That looked like a leaf.
I think washing up and we just came crawling through the grass and Gemma just about ran into this.
No, I did not. I just stood there looking at it going, what on earth is you? It was like a really hard shell and it looked like, I have no idea what it looked like. It looked like a leaf that had legs that was moving. Not what I was expecting to see at my feet when I was hanging up the washing.
So it's nice to see Duncan Fleming coming in tonight. Duncan has put a request in with the request form, and he would like the Hens March written.
Yes, there's actually been quite a lot of requests for that already. The Hens National Anthem.
And
So,
can you remember everybody in
that's
his
all.
list?
It's all in your message here.
Is it? Well, I'll let you look for that. Duncan's been very kind to us through this past while, and is always in touch as well as a lot of you are, wondering how we're doing every few days. So it's great to see you back.
There you go. He says, thank you both and welcome back. Tunes are all for all my friends, especially Gordon and Alana, Will and Louise, everyone at the famous Ford Inn, Ian and Diane Crawford, and of course Sandra, my wife, and Eleanor, her mum.
Oh, very
So
good.
there you go.
I've not done chicken noises for a long time. I've already forgotten what to do.
Forgotten what to do. Do a practice. No, that's not what chickens
Oh,
man.
is that not what to do?
No, and then I say meh either, because that's the owls outside the bar.
Nay, bother.
We'll practice one new.
You get your eggs at home, you know.
We actually had a talk, we were quite excited. I have a catalogue now for the
Blue Crags.
Blue Crags, where we're going to be getting some of our merchandise made, because we've now got the storage space in our house. We had to put a pause on all our merchandise that we were planning to bring to you. So I now have a catalogue, which is a dangerous thing for me to have. It's not the kind of catalogue where I'll be ordering stuff for myself though, so it's a case of me looking through and figuring out what we want to bring for everybody else for merchandise. So I'll probably be putting up a survey at some point. It might not be before next week, but we'll see. I'll stick up a survey at some point, see what anybody would want, wouldn't want, what kind of price point are we looking at, so that we can what we're trying to fit for everybody. Because if we can provide it and anybody wants it, then that would be great. But yeah,
Good.
they even have Kitty Teddies that has t-shirts on that you could get like the logo printed on the Kitty Teddies t-shirt. So I definitely want one of them for myself. They also have Kitty Keyring ones.
See, I'm telling you, she's trying to get rid of me. She's going to replace me with a teddy in the bed, and she's getting this band in the box to do all the music. It's coming, like, I can see it.
It's because you're not going to be able to play it. You keep doing your
She's going to replace me with a teddy.
No. Teddy bear wouldn't be as cuddly as you.
That was a very good way of putting it.
Did that save me? Right, we'll get on with this Hens match for Duncan Fleming. Not decided yet. Want to do the chicken deal or something?
Yeah. Two hen tunes.
Yeah. Okay. crying out there I've ever heard.
Even the syncopation. So, you ever heard that? The other good name for a tune Michael will offer the next time you write the
The
tune.
syncopated hen.
Yeah, there you go. The syncopated hen.
It was like, you're going, Salami coming to the chicken.
Oh, I'm steaming up here.
Oh my gosh. Oh dear.
Oh dear. I bet you guys have really missed all this nonsense. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
Been practicing that noise for 5 weeks.
You've not lost your touch.
So wonder they didn't put me out there.
Yeah. I think I will put you to that hell if you'd made that noise the whole time. We'll be blinking and up. Oh my gosh.
Right, what we're playing now. Somebody asked for Tambane's Lum, Pete Smith. Wanted Tambane's Lum, or Tamlane's Bum. What do you want to call it?
So that was what we're going through everybody that's guaranteed their requests
I think so.
Because there's one that's been, well, they said they would prefer it next week, so that's fine. That's
We'll put your one in next
Playing
week.
tomorrow.
There's Willie Crawford. He's got lots of crying.
Yeah. Well, we hear that anybody that wants to put in requests, though, in the description, anybody that does want the guarantee that their request gets played next Friday night, get it in new, or as soon after today as you can, because really we want to be able to work a week beforehand. So really anything that comes in before next Friday will be added to the following Friday's concert, but we will try and put quite a few of them in next Friday's concert, because we're only just staff that do the request system like that. But obviously you can keep sending them in on the screen, we just might not see them. But to guarantee that they will be played, then stick them in through the request form. It's fairly straightforward. You just go to our website, to the Daily Ceilidh page. Anybody that's not, obviously on YouTube actually I don't have that link sitting there, so I'll get that put into the YouTube description for anybody that needs it. But if you go to lomondceilidh.band and then if you head to the Daily Ceilidh live page, then there's a section in the drop down menu for the special requests and dedications, and then you can read all the information about it, and you pay your £1. You go back to that page, fill out the form, and it'll mean that your request is put in. Or you can fill out the form first and then put the payment through, as long as there is an accompanying payment to your request forms, then they'll be guaranteed. Otherwise then they might mark their way in, they might know, it's no guaranteed. But we will tap naughty, so every request that we do get that we can see, but yeah, there you go, that's my pretty spiel again. Just in case anybody didn't hear me up on it with it earlier. Or in case I forgot to say anything.
So, we'll do a couple of pipe marches. First one's Donald McLean's Farewell to Oban, and then Tambane's Lum for Pete Smith. Baines farewell to Lomond and Tam Baines Lum. Sandra Black was asking if she can get Ranchero Argentino. And yes, I do have your music, Sandra, but it's in the house, and unfortunately at the moment, due to what's going on with the house and everything that's in it, we're not allowed to remove anything. The house insurance are going to be taking everything away.
Yeah, they have to place a value on absolutely everything that's there. So they're needing us to leave. Like the stuff we have here for the show, thankfully, because we made it up in Shetland, we haven't had to go anywhere for it. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been literally able to do very much because, there was the asbestos risk. There's not the asbestos in our house. So anybody that was wondering about that, we didn't have any asbestos in our house. It was all over Garden, and so they sent a team of people to come and collect that, and they got rid of it all. So nothing inside. Apart from some of it smell a bit like a bad barbecue, then nothing inside is technically it's kind of sooty smell and some of the stuff. So we need to air things outside and whatever else, but they need to be able to put a value on everything before we can do anything.
Yeah, but I like to take clothes away and wash them.
Yeah, put them in the laundry and stuff.
Taking away the crockery and all that kind of thing. But music and everything else that's in the house has to be left.
They have a way of. I was going to say decontaminate. It's not decontaminate because nothing's contaminated. Yes, they need to fumigate everything, and they have a process that does that gets it out of everything. So I don't know whether they'll. I have no idea. We just have to leave it up to them. But yeah, we've not lost anything that's in the house. The house, everything is still there.
Yeah.
It's just that we don't necessarily have access to everything every day at the moment.
It'll not get lost in any way. It's just that we will get it back, but we'll have to wait. And I don't know the tune in my head, Sandra, so unfortunately I can't play that one for you tonight. But we will do it at some point for you once we get music back and things. What we're going to do now?
Oh, I don't know. Want to do something slow? Something?
Can do, yeah. Put a waltz or some description.
Yeah.
Play some Gaelic waltzes. There's always a.
Then you're ready to go back on the piano. She's done 3 numbers on the recording by that time.
Oh, right.
I'm just trying to look good for you because you're going to end up with sore hair in the morning.
I know. So we'll only do a few more anyway because the plan is just to do about an hour a night because.
I really didn't want. I knew this was going to happen. That as soon as Alan got an accordion on, he's going to want to play it properly.
It's really difficult to not play. It's like being you a fiddle and not a bow.
Yeah, I know.
So you can pluck your strings with your finger, but you're not allowed to do anything else.
But as if I was like able to play my open strings and that be it, I'm not able to do anything else. I would be like, okay, no, I'll just play something else.
Yeah.
But I suppose it's just. I knew this would happen, but I suppose we're trying to avoid you irritating your ear to the point where you were going to need an operation.
Well, play someone else and I'll play the piano. Play someone else.
It's not worth it.
No,
it is. At the time we feel like it's worth it, obviously, but it will not be worth it if you hurt yourself with the bad.
That's true. That's what you got with. Doesn't have to be a Gaelic waltz, it can be anything.
How about to play Genevieve's or something like that?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. This is written by Manus McGuire, a friend of ours from Ireland. This tune.
Yeah, and then I'll see if I end up in anything else. I probably might put it on its own. Okay?
Yeah.
It's called Genevieve's Waltz, which he wrote for his wife, written by Manus Maguire.
I've just seen Bill Horsburgh's in, and I was asking Ian Pearson, who's also in tonight, about you yesterday, Bill, and I believe they're not keeping too well. So just to let you know, our thoughts are with you. We might play Donaldine Rankin for you.
Yeah.
I have like great visions and memories of Bill doing a backstep kind of dance to Donaldine Rankin at Strath Bowling Club, and he was great at it. So nobody else that we ever saw down in the bowling clubs in Fife ever did anything like that, so it was great. So we'll do maybe a set of jigs for that in it. And Sandra Black asked for anything upbeat, so this would be for Sandra as well. So I'll let you take it off. Take that away.
Are you playing the piano? Are you playing the tune on the piano?
Go on, see. Okay.
What line was that with? Donaldine Rankin?
Yeah, okay, I'll put it in.
Yeah, go for it. You can turn it up if you want.
That's all right. 1, 2, 3. nothing's coming in, you know.
I know, it's just there's no speakers on it. The only speaker Alan has is sitting next to the window here.
Facing it the way.
No, it's actually, it's facing right at your head.
I know. It's just a strange noise, I mean, in comparison to recording, you don't get any, you don't actually feel like you're playing anything, you know.
That's alright, it's mine. It's just I leaned forward.
Did he do that then? So, it's good being back and playing some music for you. It really gives us a lift to do some shows again, you know, and makes us happy. So as Gemma said, we'll probably come back on next weekend.
Yes, yeah, we next Friday night we'll be back with you. And for that time, then anybody that does want to send in any requests is more than welcome to do so. There is absolutely no obligation. You can still just stick your requests in on the night or send us messages or whatever through the week. It just may be that we aren't able to guarantee that they'll be on, because we will be prioritising the ones that comes through the website, just to make it easier for ourselves. But yeah, we're delighted to be back. It's so good sitting having a tune and just sitting blathering nonsense. We've really missed you all. I know that we're not necessarily physically interacting with you all in the room, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like everybody's in here with us. So it really has been a big miss for us.
Yeah.
But we've not been able to do these shows. It just they kind of keep us going, keep us happy, keep our spirits up, and yeah, it's just been kind of rubbish without them. But we've been enjoying watching other concerts. We've been doing that, catching up with them.
Yeah.
Usually through the day we catch up with whatever it's been, maybe the night before or whatever on Facebook. So it's been lovely watching what everybody else has been putting up, because it's been fantastic. The level of music that's up there on social media now is just brilliant, and everybody is doing so much. It really is nice to see.
So I think when we finish with our last waltz,
Yeah.
and I'll get my Gaelic waltzes in. I was going to play. It's the ones off the Dusk Till Dawn CD of the Lomond Ceilidh Band. Don't ask me the names of them all. I'm sure some of you all know them.
It's spicy.
So there you go. I know of 3 of them. I'm not sure what the first one's called. I think it's Leaving Barra, actually.
Could be. I can't
Second one
remember.
is Mull of the Cool High Bends. The last one's Leaving Lismore. But anyway, anybody else that can correct us on what the other tune is, you can maybe let us know. Somebody was saying they're going to send me a can of hairspray so I don't keep playing my hair.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do Alex's hair tonight. Yeah, I got the hairdryer on him earlier. The idea was that I was going to obviously do your hair before the show, but I was got that is trying to get everything organised. I totally forgot.
That's alright. I'm sure no anybody's bothering about my hair. So.
I know, it does look awful long when you look at the screen actually.
I need to get a haircut again.
Yeah, you have nearly. But not really. Once it's got hairspray in, it'll be off his face, so it's nice when it's got hairspray in. I just didn't do my usual boof that you're quiff and...
I've not got an Elvis one tonight.
No, you've not got a quiff. Oh my gosh.
Anyway, well, it's super that you all came back to watch us again, and we're delighted to be back. We've had a super night with you, and seeing all your messages and
I know, we'll get a chance to read through them afterwards.
I know, we don't see them all right enough at the moment.
Zip by us, so.
I know. And as we said, we'll come back to you next Friday, and I'll let you know. And Jem will give you any other updates through the week.
Yes, everything else, I will be trying to keep the updates coming on the website, on Facebook, and I will put up the advanced notice for next week. I'll do it new once we finish this show, so that everybody has plenty of time if they want to share it or set their reminders and everything, so that it comes up and you get the notifications. And yeah, as usual, all our donation links are still there. If anybody does feel that they want to, brilliant. If not, please don't feel that you need to. We're not, we're not asking anybody to put any money anywhere, but it is lovely when folk shows their appreciation in that way, and we really do appreciate it. The discount is still active. We are still doing about 30% off everything, all the music. It just applies to the music side of things, like to our CDs, downloads and DVDs. But we do have all of them. There was ones that was not in the house, so they're not necessarily going to smell barbecue-y when you get them. And if not, then you've got a pretty bit of a piece of waste. And what we had to do, we had to get all new packaging, because all the packaging seems to have soaked up the smell of the soot.
I know. Everybody be having a good smell of that
I
CD.
know, they'll be getting their CDs to the boss going, that smells a bit like it's been in a fire. We didn't have a fire. I know there were some people that was worried and thought we'd had a fire. We didn't have a fire. There was a fire near our house, within 170 metres of our house. It was a very big fire in the building that here on fire has now been demolished. It's not quite finished being demolished, but they are tapping it down brick by brick, and it's still smouldering away with a residual heat, which is nuts, because this is 2 months on.
I know, 7 weeks since the fire, isn't it?
It is absolutely crazy.
But yeah, these things happen, and I guess you never think you've got to take out house insurance to cover yourself. I know, exactly. So,
but at least we have it, and I suppose we've got a very good outlook on everything, and we're not tapping anything to have at the moment. There's nothing being lost. We've no. Like my shoe collection, actually, that's going to sound really bad.
Somebody's asking your dresses.
Yeah, all my dresses is going to need to be. We'll have to put certain ones. Will have to go to the dry cleaners, and if they can't be gotten the smell of soot out of them, then I might just not wear them. They might just become very nice ornaments that stays in Ziploc bags. Because I can't bear to pair with some of them. But certainly, most of my normal dresses can just go through the wash like ordinary, and I'll feel it when I put them on as to whether, because sometimes once you wash place, it's only when they hit up to body temperature that you might smell something like that. So we'll have to see. Hopefully we're very lucky with it. I did tap a pair of shoes out the other day just to see what they were out of the house, and I have to say they didn't actually smell that bad. And that's no me sticking about whether the shoes smell because of my feet, I mean because of the fire. They weren't smelling too barbecue, so and nobody really goes around sniffing my feet, thank God. But at least the shoes is savable. I was worried about that initially because I have such a large collection of shoes, but no, they seem to be okay. we're no too worried about anything. The worst things that's going to be affected is the beds and the couches and the instruments.
Yeah.
That's going to be the hardest things I do to get the smell out of, because you use your bed every night, your couches more or less every day, and the instruments, well, there's air that goes in and into the accordions, and I mean, we took the front half of, like the grill piece off of one of the accordions, and it was just picket inside. It was brown.
Yeah.
All of the soot that and smoke that must have came through it, and then obviously the sediment that's left to hint that. So it is just dirty inside. So they'll all need kind of aired and cleaned, and whether they might all need new bellows. Because
we'll be getting in touch with you, Alan. If Alan shoots on the night, we'll be getting in touch with you, Alan.
Yes, we'll get all the bellows sorted.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did offer that if I wanted to do the work myself on the accordions, then I could. And I was like, no, we'll get all the instruments put in somewhere else, because it's I suppose they're too sentimental for West to work on, and plus I'm not needing the stress of working on the 15 other accordions that sit there. So I'm needing to finish.
I know.
But yeah, it's just been a bit of a whirlwind.
Yeah.
And
a whirlwind and a whirligig, but needing to sort it, isn't it?
So I do need to hang ourselves with on the whirligig, and we'll be alright.
Need a nice strong whirligig to head New York, I'll tell you. Need clothespins you need to do with this side.
Hang you by the roof. Like get you a type of flagpole or something, get you hanging on.
Anyway, folks, we'll go there now, and we'll see you next Friday. Have a great week, and check out the website. Keep an eye on what's happening on Lomond Concerts page, and we'll keep you updated with everything. Okay?